It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield. Baker going to throw this right away. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because...
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 18 carries, 120 yards even.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week. And that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
So only 4 yards there on the play. Third down.
Charles, something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not, well, now that it's 6-0, are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Down to about the 45. The Bucs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could run us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Caught on a slant. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they take the lead here at 7-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and go. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Following the interception, Mayfield. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield now from the 50. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the side.
We all know how talented this guy is. He's called the singles for it. Even the best in the game, they can
Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you got to be a veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns flying it in, dropping it for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
He's been the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration start to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Opportunities as a rookie were limited for Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in a deep Tampa defense, but he still picked up 4 sacks and made 6 starts in 2021. There should be more to come in 2022 and beyond.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Brady now on first down. This complete to Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on second down. Brady toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Brady again. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down. To throw, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and now it's 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brady going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Buccaneers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
First down.
To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
To about the 26 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's time to give a little credit to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he went straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Stiff-armed him.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 17, Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hey, Ted.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Mayfield. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they get 17 more on that one. And first down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they get burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no way to point. He wants his...
Oh, he's heading off the football, put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. There's Evans again, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Fournette on the toss to the right. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
it.